blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. Swinging blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop.
This is VI.
This is Factorz TV.
This is episode 10.
10, man.
You
Big
know,
Ben, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out
We
to
back
Marlo
at
with that
it.
Jackson Jazz, man. It's therapeutic every time it comes
Man,
on.
shout out Ronald Marlo, man, and anthem for the town, man, in the Central District. You already know, home of the
What's going
Brave.
on, man? What's new?
Nothing much, man. Just hanging out like snot in the best month ever, March. So,
Oh, yeah.
we having some good
Pisces
time.
season,
you know,
y'all.
Pisces season. You know what I'm saying? Into our first topic of the day. You know what I'm talking about? Legendary holiday. You know what I'm saying? National holiday. They kind of, what was it, 87? They made it
True.
They stamped it in 87, man. And a beautiful holiday, man. These handsome young black twins was born, man, in the greater area, Seattle, Washington.
University of Washington
You know
Hospital.
what I'm talking about, the UW. So our birthday is March 3rd. We just celebrated our 35th birthday. So shout out to me and bro, and thank God first and foremost. Shout out to my mama. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to everybody I love and rock with, my real ones that are around like ovals.
Facts.
Nobody's that shaking, you know what I'm saying, and stirred. I love everybody that's sturdy in our foundation, man. I appreciate your love, man. Me and bro, we been rocking. We got nothing to do but rock more, man. So we back at it, man. We here for you guys. So we celebrated this past Saturday, man. What do we do, man? You gonna talk about it?
Well, we had a few dinners, you know, with our loved ones.
A few dinners?
Yeah, a few dinners. Shout out to everybody, you know, who celebrated with us and celebrated us. Because I told him he didn't realize it, but all our birthdays were really catering to other people because we always done events. So it's special when somebody makes it, you know, about you.
Man, that's
know?
real talk. I swear to God,
Seriously,
that's not being
you know?
extra. I literally,
So-
when you said that, I was like, I had a moment like, man, I can't really think about when somebody was like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This surprise birthday dinner or whatever it was, because we do events. So naturally, we're catering to people's birthdays. So it was cool this year to just be in this age, just to have people who's like, you're special. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate
make
your
it
life.
about you.
You know what I'm talking about?
So we had the Blockbuster party. We had our annual Pisces Bash, the 10th Pisces Bash. This year we partnered with RBM, and we did it at Mint Lounge, where we're at, you know, as a residential. And we had Richie Fontaine come out. You know, he's a well-known comedian, host. You know, he has his Instagram and Twitter going crazy. And it was a packed house, crazy crowd, all night long, nonstop. Like, it was really a good time. It was a vibe. Like, it was
It was a good vibe. We always do a Pisces Bash, and me and bro literally knew this year is going to be no different because of us doing it for so long and the reputation we built with doing this Pisces party alone, let alone other parties. So we had a lot of people come out, man. All the tables sold out. If you wasn't there, you missed out on a safe, successful night, man. That was just full of fun, full of love, beautiful women. I mean, it was really the place to be on that Saturday night. I promise you that. You want to be with anywhere else. The vibes was going, man. Drinks was flowing. DJ Bass Kids, DJ Tab, man. We was rocking all night, man. We definitely appreciate everyone who supported us, because it means a lot, you know, for someone to come out and celebrate their life with you for yours.
No, yeah, and it's a milestone, you know, and you know, to be 35 years old and seen so much and been through so much and lost so many people, it's a blessing to feel the love, see the love, and still know that something you're doing is, you know, is right.
It's
Because
touching
people, you know, people still mess with you. People still rock with you. So this was one of those birthdays where it was like just full of love, and it was, you know, much needed, especially these times, baby. You know,
it was needed. So shout out my Rich Bag members, man. RBM, man. Appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. Putting it together. Shout out All Pro Go. This guy is really doing his thing, man. He just did a video for a new single he got coming out, and that's why Richie was in town. They shot a video, Big Mansion. Look for that, man. His new single, new visuals going to drop, man. So shout out All Pro. Shout out RBM, man. You guys are going places, man. Appreciate the love, man. We're going to rock again sometime soon. You already know summer's coming. We're about to turn it up a notch for the town.
Shout out Sky Blue for always making sure we're in the latest and greatest year.
Sky Blue had me dipped
Sky
like a
Blue.
chip. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out my cousin Reggie, man. And shout out Sky Blue, man. Such is life. You know what I'm talking about? Looked real exclusive in that thing. And that's what we go for, Sky Blue. You know what I'm talking about? Separate yourself from the others. So shout out my Cuddy for lacing me and bro and, you know, helping us stand out like a turd in the punch bowl.
Why not? But now the first thing I wanted to get into and talk about, after 200 attempts, the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill passed through the House. And that's a breakthrough, you know, because we spoke on earlier episodes where the anti-Asian hate bill passed like immediately
the same year.
So after, you know, 200 attempts, we finally got to pass in the House, and it still hasn't hit the White House. It's not, implemented yet, but it's a win because, like I said, 200 times we say, hey,
the real number 200.
200 attempts. It's saying don't lynch us, so
don't kill us for being black, and you guys bringing us over here.
Yeah. So it's going to be designated as a federal offense if it passes through the White House, but it passed the House. The Senate passed it through. So now we got to see who else pushes it through. But it's a breakthrough for us, coming out of Black History Month, and the 200 times we've said it should be a crime.
No, I knew it took a long time to pass, but that 200 number is huge for the history of Black people going back in America. 200 times we would try to say, hey, please stop us, stop them, help us, help protect us, not being lynched, not being kidnapped and found hung from a tree or burned alive. There's so many hundreds of thousands of Black people throughout history who have been lynched, who have been murdered, who have been raped, who have been dismantled in front of the community, who have been treated like animals. And for this to just now come through is a blessing. Also at the same time, it shows the hate that America has for a certain group of people, for Asian crime hate bill to be put in and implemented the same year
right away.
As soon as they say stop Asian hate, as soon as that slogan's made, I hear about a bill being put in about 3-4 months later. We've been fighting this for a long time through all types of things, and I'm just happy that it finally has passed. But I mean, you gotta realize, man, they brought us here, man. We wouldn't worry about y'all.
Yeah, I mean, but some of us here, we are indigenous as well. Don't let it get confused. But I laughed. I want to clear that up because I laughed. It's a serious subject, but I laughed because when they had the hashtag Stop Asian Hate, I had the hashtag Stop Asians from saying the N-word.
Stop saying nigga, bro.
And it really caused a frenzy.
Stop saying nigga
on the internet. The same people who are saying, stop the hate are the same ones who
my nigga
use a derogatory term that's used to insult us. Even though we turned it into our own, it's still not the way else is used.
It's not for everybody else's business. This is for us by us, like FUBU. I don't give a damn how many times I say it. I can say this. It's put on me. I turned it from bad to good. You have no reason to say this. This has nothing to do with any of you guys, Asian, Samoan, even Africans from Africa. Like, you guys know who you are, buddy.
I mean, Africans really don't identify with blacks, but that'll be a whole different,
conversation. But for sure that bill getting passed is huge for us. And rest in peace and long live Emmett Till, because he was a sacrifice before we realized.
Lock the white woman up. I don't understand.
Bill Cosby passed away?
Lock her up in her casket. I don't care what they do. Bill Cosby got taken down.
They're locking everybody else.
They're interrogating Michael Jackson in the grave. Like, lock this white woman up. Put her bones in cuffs. I don't care what you gotta do.
And she had admitted to it, and they didn't even because I had to look it up to see if it was real. And if you do look research, I forgot the woman's name, but she admitted to it either on her deathbed or
she got old as hell.
In old age.
Shriveled up and pruned.
And basically said she had always felt wrong or felt bad for what had happened to him. Not necessarily say she didn't.
A young, handsome black man beaten, dragged, and treated like that because she lied.
She lied.
Because she wanted some of that brown sugar.
She wanted some of that brown sugar, D'Angelo voice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? But like I said, long live Emmett Till, man. It's sad what had happened to you, but I'm thankful for the future, that people know who you are, know the sacrifice that was made, that was with your life for us today to be able to do things we do and have the recognition we have. And also know that bill has a lot to do with you. Like, the first lynching and stuff I heard about as a kid was another kid like me at a certain time being lynched. So long live you, bro. That shit really gets me.
And there was I forgot his name. He deserves for his name to be said, and I will figure it out. But there was a black man here who was found lynched in Auburn. I want to say 3 to 6 years ago it was, so it's not just a down south thing. It's not just an East Coast thing. It's not a 1950 thing, era. 1900
There's still
thing.
people in Georgia in the past 5-6 years, like 10 black men have been found lynched, and no, foul play has been made of the situation. So it's a huge thing. It really is.
So I'm glad that passed the House, but it has to go through the White House now. So we'll see what they do. But what are you talking about? What's going on with you, man?
Oh man, speaking of Black history kind of and black people, we was talking about black people moving here.
Oh yeah,
so
the great basically migration.
The topic I want to talk about was a lot of people here in this age and this generation are kind of like, Seattle's not the place. Seattle ain't it. We're not here no more. It's time to go. And it's just crazy how time is, because if we ask anyone older than us, anyone who's not born here, we're usually first generation if you're born around like the 70s, the 80s, you know, and so on, your first generation, everyone before that, if you ask them, they would tell you that, hey, this was the best thing for us to do for our family, for our time. This was the best thing for us to do was to move to Seattle for this opportunity to bring our family here, to get away from certain laws of the South or certain laws of in California or gangs and all that. So a lot of people that say Seattle isn't this or why are we here? We need to go. At a certain point in time, this was the place to be for us for opportunity and stuff. So it's just crazy to hear older people and talk to them about how they feel. And they tell me, that was the best thing I ever did. Or
no, yeah,
I'm glad we moved here and got away, you know?
Honestly, that's why I tell people Seattle was the first Atlanta. You know, Atlanta's known as Black Hollywood. It's known as, you know, the place for Blacks to go get opportunity. I think Atlanta and Washington, D.C. are the best places for Black people to thrive, you know, when it comes to numbers, demographic, you know, and income and opportunities. But at one point, your ancestors, your elders fled where they were from, you know, to come to get the opportunities in Seattle. It was the first Black Atlanta where you could come get a good paying job, where you could come buy a house, where you could come get treated, you know, if not fairly or equally, you know, somewhere close to it. You know, a lot of people didn't know that, you know, like if you talk to people, you know, they'll say my grandma's from Oakland or my grandpa's from Oklahoma or my grandma's from Louisiana. You know, no one who is from Seattle is really from Seattle. That's because everybody came for opportunity. You know, it was a chance to make something happen. Like I think we spoke before, our my great aunt came to be for the Boeing's Women Initiative. My grandma was a seamstress at the General Hospital, that scary ass one on the hill. Just different things. My auntie was a part of the iron workers.
One of the first Black iron workers here. Black women iron workers, excuse me. But no, it really is something amazing when you hear people, elders, who talk about, you know, Seattle. Then are people our generation and younger who are like, hey, this ain't it, got to get out of here. You'll see the divide, but you'll also see the sentimental value and also the real value in moving here and becoming middle class and then upper class and getting opportunities and having jobs and healthcare. It's so many things we say now bad about Seattle, but everybody that I know that's older and people I talk to and I hear about their experiences and what brought them here, they all are thankful for Seattle. And I am as well, because if it wasn't for Seattle, my family would probably still be in St. Louis in the slums or in Vallejo, California, or, you know what I'm saying? It's different places where my family's from, where
Hammond, Louisiana.
Yeah, Hammond, Louisiana, you know, be in the mud and the sticks. So I'm very thankful for my great grandma coming here, all her sisters, and then, you know, bringing my mom here and all them guys. And yeah, it's been Seattle since day one, you know me. So what is going on?
Sure, you know, keeping it black.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's still black.
Keeping it black. Keeping it black. We're gonna talk about cats, dogs, and anything in between. It's come to my attention that statistically, Black cats, dogs, and any pets are usually the least adopted or rehomed, literally because of their skin color. Like it doesn't stop at humans. Like because they're Black, they're seen as violent or they're seen as
scary,
yeah, or bad tempered. Like it's crazy. You can't be a cat or dog around this mother.
I can't die and come back as a cat or a dog, man. What's going on?
No.
I want to be Black forever, but man, I can't get treated better in any form.
So I just want to tell people to go ahead and adopt. Go ahead and rehome. Go ahead to those humane societies, to the shelters, and pick you up a Black dog or cat. Like it's really a statistic. You know, they really don't get picked up like that because they're Black. It's crazy, bro.
It is funny and it's not at the same time. No, man, it's funny, but it's not, man, because these animals, just like humans, we're all born as who we are. We don't ask to be a certain thing. This is who we are, and this is how we're coming. And for it to be an animal that, you know, everybody has a heart for an animal. Everybody loves a cute little kitten or a puppy. For it to be Black, and you be like, we'll wait till another litter comes or something. That is really messed up, man.
I've seen, you know, I breed Frenchies, and I've seen posts where they're like, hey, the last one left, nobody really wants it, and it's a Black Frenchie. It's like, what is going on, bro?
You are so racist.
Yeah, go ahead and adopt, you know, a Black dog.
Look at you, a Black dog or a cat, man.
You know,
man, how about that poor kitten
pup?
You
know, that's really sad. It's terrible, bro. Like I can't believe that's even a thing.
It's hard to be Black in this world.
It's hard to, no matter what you are.
It's hard to be Black.
What you are, it's hard to be Black in this world, man. But no, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We're gonna come right back with a couple more topics and keep this episode going.
Adopt a pet.
I did it for the city, I did it for the love, I did it for the people, I did it for us.
Back on this rap ish, I ain't even broke a sweat, homie, this practice. Pondering my next move, staring at my track list, hope I ain't missing my window. Praying like a Baptist, Seattle's own. Tired of this Game of Thrones. They made a list of the best rappers, and guess who wasn't on? While the disrespect continues, I'm steady packing these venues.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.
Yo, and we're back. Thanks for staying with us and being with us. Ukraine and Russia. I know we've spoken in a little bit, but the war is still going on. I'm not gonna act like I'm too dialed into it. I know it's, a lot of confusion between the smaller countries around there. NATO, America sticking their neck in places. I know gas is hella high. It's probably gonna keep going up. I think Cali was at $6 or $7.
Our good friend Av, I talked to Av a little bit. He basically just said it's a family feud. He was like, it's eternally, tearing itself apart, and it's like fighting with yourself.
Yeah, that's what. I looked into it a little bit, and it was about Russia and groups of different, people who broke off, want to do their own thing. Russia's like, no, you're not doing that. And NATO is a whole bunch of countries who come together to say what's right or what's wrong. They're like the fake Avengers. So, I guess they're beefing, but I'm not about to act like I know much about it. I just know gas is high and we cannot afford this. Biden did just ban buying oil from Russia, so we'll see what he got planned, because Lord knows he ain't did jack diddly beep.
And I seen a clip earlier that you posted where Trump was like, yeah, Biden's gonna get in here, raise the gas up $7, tell you to stop buying electric cars. And if you look around,
Trump put that money in the street. Trump had money in them streets.
Put money in the streets.
And he told us, he said you guys paying about $2-3 for gas right now. He wasn't lying. Then he said, if Biden gets to office, it's going to be $6-7. He's not like Trump knew. And they had us warm between, the evils, as far as it goes, who
Democrats and,
don't vote for him. Don't vote for him. I'm not going to lie. A lot of you guys messed up your vote. Uncle T, drop that stimmy, baby.
Drop that sip on T. Hey, make that call up there in that red phone and tell them to get right before they get left, because we ain't got time, man. The people are tired, Uncle T. Big T, come out of retirement, man. Biden ain't doing it, man. He ain't president like he's
send the
supposed to.
stimulators.
I ain't seen Kamikaze since she got elected. I'm not.
They put that. She's not even black, bro. They put her in front of black people.
Man. So let her be great.
No, I guess her dad is Cantonese or something, but he was raised in like Jamaica or something. But he's not really, They put her in front of, the sisters, got the girls. Oh, this is a black woman. She ain't been seen on a fucking podium, excuse me, on a podium since she's been, elected. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
That's crazy, bro. It's sad to see, but at the same time, the next subject and next topic, which is real. This ain't our war, black people. Stop trying to get into stuff. This has nothing to do with us. There's many topics and many situations where, as black people, we try to throw our 2 cents in and say what's right or what's wrong. We've been fighting wars within ourselves and for ourselves the whole time. So
forever.
We need to really embrace this time of
ourselves,
because this is not
our war. Like, do you understand that they were leaving immigrants who live in Ukraine at the train station? Like, you can look it up. They were leaving. There's different Africans who are over there. There's
Sudan. I've seen some Sudanese.
I was gonna say Sudanese. There are so many people not from there, and they were literally getting passed up. There are people out there with babies. I think they said 3 or 5 people froze to death out there, waiting on platforms for trains, being rejected, not being able to leave, the city or country.
And it's crazy because we always want to jump to something or fight for somebody or give our opinion. Remember when the COVID first happened in China, they were telling black people to go back to Africa.
Yeah,
you got to think about these things, man. We're fighting for people who ain't giving a damn about us when what's it called? It happens, catastrophe happens, or when some types of epidemic happens. It's like people want to be a part of it so bad because we think we're equal, and we're not. We got to separate ourselves and stay separate. a lot of this stuff ain't for us, and we need to mind our own business. So take them examples. Remember with COVID in China, Black people getting left in certain places, exiled, can't go on places. And now even with this war going on with Ukraine and Russia, they're leaving Black people at platforms and at bus stops. I'm talking about by the hundreds. It's Black people like really literally getting left, not a couple here and there.
Yeah.
They're all being left in these places that are outside, no shelter, in a war zone. I mean, on top of everything on that, you're leaving somebody to die basically because they're dropping bombs and rockets left and right. They're not waiting for nobody to say, hey, get them out of there. So it's really sad what's going over there. And I hope that things are resolved without a whole bunch of people dying and stuff. But as far as we go being treated as Black people, I need us to stand up for ourselves because we deserve so much more.
Our war.
So much more. And it's not our war.
It's not. We have to stop butting in, try to be the bigger people. There were instances where, there were things going on where the kids were locked in cages with ice, and that's a sad situation. And I got to argue with a couple of people, but there's been things where kids have been kidnapped, killed. There's been genocides against us forever, whether it's been
Black kids.
Black kids, Greenwood, Tuskegee experiment. So many things have happened to us. You need to do research on the lakes that you live near. Mostly all the lakes in the United States, a lot of them, over 100, were old Black towns, and they were flooded to make the city.
And I've literally watched probably I'll say a real number of 15 documentaries on lakes around the U.S. that were made to produce energy or bring water to the area. But before they were made, there were literally Black villages, Black towns before they were flooded, from all the way from Central Park to even, I think there's one here, Oregon.
I'm about to say Oregon got one.
Oregon, yeah.
Then down to Oscarville, Lake Lanier was Oscarville, a thriving Black town, So it's sick, the genocides against us. So I want us to stick up for us and tend to us because no one else is doing it. Stop jumping in other people's mess. We're getting hit upside the head, not looking because we're trying to be heroes and we're not. Let's stick to us and build us. And it's sick because it's like a trend. It's like a pattern because the next thing we'll talk about is the WIAA, which runs, high school sports
tournaments, basically all the sanctioned games,
like everything, scholastic and sports in Washington, and they've had issues where they've been, said they've been being racist or having things in a racist manner from an incident at school, I believe, where the champs were being racist, and they took months to handle that. To even the bracketology, and when everything comes out for the teams to play each other, it's set up weird. The tournaments are set up to where the hood schools play each other so they can X each other out. And then all the prep schools are together, so they can try to have a better chance to win.
And it's crazy because I literally watched that happen. Garfield, other couple of teams, they're running 4A. Every year they're in the state. Rainier Beach, Cleveland, running 3A. Every year in the state. Renton, it's always so what they did was got it out the way so their other teams could thrive. And we have to fight each other and battle each other for state. We literally have always been at Garfield's been 4A, big school, 4,000, like 30-some hundred students. We've always been a big school, 4A. We're beating all the teams. Had some bad years, but dominating. Beach, dominating. O'Day, dominating. All the inner city schools that have a majority Black or Black kids have been put into one category to play against each other. And now all you can see is the promotion and advertisement and the hype for all these other schools that are 4A or bigger, but not even as talented. So I think it has been an issue with a WIAA for a long time because we got to go through that special era when we were the celebrity basketball school. We were the star basketball school, and we got to go and do certain things and see certain things. But at the same time, we got to see the other schools who weren't even, I won't say as popular or talented. They just had the alumni, the boosters. They had everything to back them. I'm talking about football teams were like college. Schools were like college campuses. So it was just always been a kind of thing to where inner city got the lesser resources. And then, everybody else, the suburbs, they always got everything they could want. So,
I remember in high school going to schools and they had we had the student store where you set up a kiosk and you sell some stuff.
Italian sodas.
Taco Del Mar's and different Pizza Huts in their school. Like what the hell's going on?
Yeah, somebody had a Starbucks and they worked there for marketing.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it's wild. So there's been a lot of speculations along the way. I hope things change. I think it won't change unless some new blood gets in. I feel like it's the same thing with the United States.
Yeah, with the politics, the old people who are used
somebody
to
from those times, we're still running stuff.
Things aren't messed up.
Yeah,
They're all
should
good.
be.
Exactly how life should be.
Put those Negroes in the back, like seriously, you know. So let's change things up. Let's get some fresh blood in. I also want to shout out Proof and the Guru Bill Ellaby. They're doing it independently. They stream the games, the high school games. They give kids a chance to be seen, where a lot of people don't give them chances to be seen and heard.
Oh yeah, and his page is Proof in the Play.
Yeah,
on Facebook, Instagram is in Northwest ESPN, so NWESPN. And he does something great for people who can't make it to the games, for coaches and scouts. He does it for people who just keeping up with our school and our sports and stuff. And
for us, by us,
he plays all the games on live. He takes time out of his day. He goes down there, his own natural resources. So he also has a Cash App if you want to donate, because it helps him, keep chasing after this dream of being a reporter and also keeping up with local sports. He really brings local sports straight to us on his platform. So shout out Proof in the Play.
For sure. On a lighter note, last week, myself and the City Panther organization, we held basically like a midwinter practice for the kids, where they got to come work out. We partnered with Nike and the Seahawks, and we're able to give Nike shoes away to them. There was food. The Seattle Police Department came out there. The Seattle CSOs came out there, and we got to have a good time. And it was good to see the kids see each other, build that camaraderie. They got to have an extracurricular activity and enjoy themselves. So shout out to everybody who was a part of that, because that was something big. That was nice, man.
Yeah, I seen you in the news.
King 5,
Q13,
King
5, Q13, man, representing for the home squad, City Panthers. One thing I was gonna say was it was great for SPD because of their response to the shooting that happened over the summer, and luckily no one was hurt, and we carried on, finished out strong, win a ship with many different levels of us competing. But one thing that was talked about was how SPD didn't come and show presence, show face, and it's something that was heavy in the community and people really frowned about. So I'm glad that they came out and got to see that this is really a community of Black people who are going to be here, who love us, and the kids definitely need us.
Ultimately, it's about the kids, no matter how you feel about them, he, she, her, whoever, the organization, the people, the city, the part of town, no matter how you feel about anybody, if it's really about the kids, you're going to come show face. So
Real talk.
Appreciate everybody coming out. I want to get out that way because we got to talk about the Seahawks. We have to talk about Seahawks. They traded Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos for a myriad of picks, and they also let go of Bobby Wagner. I'm not mad about Russell Wilson leaving. He's lost his step a little bit. He's not really the hungry football player he used to be, and he wanted to go. He had a no trade clause in his deal, and that's what everybody's not getting. You don't want to keep a player who don't want to be here, and I feel like he needs to go on and do what he needs to do. We haven't been past the second round of the playoffs since 2014, and he's he's going to want 40, 50 million soon, to play football, and he's really not worth that. Honestly, like a lot of people are butthurt, but flashing lights. But Bobby Wagner, I'm
hurt, man.
But Bobby Wagner, I'm sad about. I'm sad about Bobby Wagner because he's the heart and soul.
Man. I'm hurt.
Why?
I'm hurt, man.
Russ is not hurt. Russ got ran out of the damn concert by Future.
Listen,
grow a pair, bro.
Listen, we are Seattlites. We're kids born here. We lost with these guys for a long time. Long time, man. We lost with you guys, man.
Hasselback said, "We want the ball. We're gonna score.
We're gonna score." We had Ricky Waters in his career. I remember an old ass Warren Moon coming through.
Jerry Rice.
We've been around, man.
With 3 braids.
Oh shucks.
We always get the superstar at the end of their career. Go to Seattle and retire.
3 braids. We had every person you could imagine come through here on the end of the last leg of their career. We lost the Sonics in 2008. Mariners ain't did nothing ever. So you got to think about how much it means to some Seattle kids to finally have a winning culture. Sonics won a championship in 79, bro. I was born.
The WNBA has
they held it down.
Hella,
They held it down, but they don't even represent, people don't represent them like they should. And I do give them their flowers. But a storied franchise from birth Seahawks and Sonics, man, I didn't get to see, the Sonics lost to Jordan. And then we made it to the championship against Pittsburgh, and Vegas won that. Yeah. So, I mean, to have a losing culture, to watch the most embarrassing, this guy calls for we want the ball, we're going to score and throws an interception the first play.
Pick six.
There's nothing like having a losing season, bro.
Dreads and cleats.
More, you have the raggedy coaches. I just come from a losing history with Seahawks.
But this year we didn't make the playoffs, and that's my thing. Like,
and I'm better with that than
Russell Wilson missed 3 games and we still sucked. Like, we missed the playoffs, and then at that, like, it's been time to rebuild. Like, you gotta understand, football is in dog years. It's not.
No, yeah.
Like, you know, to be playing 8-10 years later is a blessing in football because most people don't make it 3 or 4 years. Russell's lost a step. He's got a dad bod now. No, seriously, he gets on my nerves. But no, it's time to rebuild. Got to think about the LOB. There's maybe one player still playing from the LOB. Like, it's really like a 20-year anniversary. In
football years.
Yeah, like football years.
Football
like,
years. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Time to move on and rebuild, and we really surpassed that. John and Pete's got to go too because this old mentality is getting on my nerves. But John, seriously,
stuff it down their throat.
but John and Pete, they kept trying to find lightning in the bottle, like they did with that draft class.
Bottom of the bucket, find a star,
you know,
diamond in the rough.
And now they realize we've got to move some pieces around. So I'm not mad. You know, my thing is we've been here before. Like, yeah, he's a Super Bowl champ from almost 10 years ago, bro. We haven't been past the second round of playoffs in 7 years. We get to playoffs, but that's it. I'm tired of it, bro. I want to win. I want to at least look like I want to win. You know how sick it is watching Russell Wilson at the end of a losing playoff game? You know, I'm still winning because I go home to Sierra at night. Shut up. Shut up, bro. I'm sick of it, bro.
Shut your filthy little disrespectful dirty mouth.
What about the people who want to win? We want to be winners. We don't care about what you do at home.
I'm still a winner because I go home to Sierra and I
go
lick them long ass toes.
And she wanted to be in a bigger market. You guys are in Denver now.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying is like she didn't like Seattle, but you're gonna love Denver.
The Mile High Club. You guys are crazy. So,
but I'm not mad. I'm hurt, but I'm happy for the cap space that we have. I'm happy for the drafts that we have because now we have the ability to go back to the bowl within the next 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? We get it down right. But it's just tough, man, losing a prominent, like, you know, he's going to go down in Seattle sports history. It's just like a Ken Griffey or like, you know what I'm saying, a Sean Kemp or Gary. It's certain people who Sue Bird, probably the best athlete as far as Seattle pro sports goes. Like, it's just hard to say goodbye to somebody who changed their culture to a winning culture. I've always wanted to talk mess about my Seahawks. He finally gave me the go-ahead to talk mess, to walk tall.
And I totally understand and respect that because he came and balled out. But you understand, too, we gave him a chance. He went in the late round. Nobody else was going to pick him up. And Seattle took a chance on him. So it's like it was a give.
It worked out, yeah. I get that.
For everybody.
I dig that.
You know, I hear you. Like, I want to see it work out, but I know we have to rebuild. And we already shredded our defense for him. That's why I keep telling people, like, it's not like we don't. We've paid him 3-4 times. We let go of our defense for him. Jared Reed's gone. Frank Clark, we let him go. Like, we shredded pieces to keep, you know, Russell happy, and he's not happy. So, and like I say, he had no trade clause in his program, his contract. So if he didn't want to go, he didn't have to.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Any small business shout outs you want to do?
Man, always 7th Scale Boutique out there in Des Moines, man. Go check it out, ladies. Summer's coming up. They got new shipment in for spring and summer attire. Go check that out. That's 7th Scale Boutique.
$40.
$40 out there in Des Moines, man. Go kick it, man. My girl Janae's out there doing her thing. Very, very proud of her.
That's what's up. I want to shout out to Bird's Eye View Visuals.
My dog.
No, yeah, you can find him on Instagram and book with him, but he's everywhere. He's taking pictures where you don't think so. He does a great job. He gets the right angles. His camera's the truth. If you need any photography needs, hit him up. You know, on Instagram. That's the contact I got for him.
Yeah, he's actually really, really good with lighting and stuff too. He's one of the abstract type of photographers, and I like how he gets down. So shout out Q, man. Bird's Eye Visuals.
Follow me if you can. Loop Gang. LOOP.GANG206 on Instagram.
Follow me, Flupanella, FLU_PINIELLA. Know what I'm talking about?
And shout out to our engineer, the chill Arab.
My guy, man, Chill Arab behind the
You
camera,
know,
man. You know what I'm talking
He holds
about?
it down for us every week, and I appreciate him. So this is episode 10.
Man, listen, I'm
VI.
Factorz TV, and we out.
See you guys next week.
When the blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. When the blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More chops than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop.